Hello guys. So now I solved path prefixes question, and it was asked in Codeforces Round 811 div 3, and it was last question of that contest. It's rating around 1700, and in my first try there was issue with like stack overflow, but I changed in 5 minutes and it got accepted. I changed in 3 minutes and it got accepted. So now I will explain the question, and after that we will see the logic and solution. First, try by yourself. If you stuck at any point, just go through these tags, just see the tags, and then we will upload some shorts and some tricks over there which will be helpful. So now the question is asking that, so there is one tree. We will take example of this tree. I will take 7 here, take 5. So there is asking that for each age there are two values, like a value for every age. So for here, suppose we take 5. If we take value to be 5, here to be 3, here to be 4, here to be 5, here to be 6, and there is another value which is b for every age. Suppose 3, 2, 10, 11 and 6. So the question is asking that for each and every node from 2 to n, so we need to return r value for that node, and r value is like maximum prefix. Like you will come up to this, the total path sum, the r is equal to the length of maximum prefix of path sum, that sum of bj along the prefix does not exceed am. It's like total path sum. Suppose for this one the path sum is 6 plus 5. For 7 the path sum is 6 plus 5, which is at the end equal 11, and the prefix is like you at the end you need to come from one only, root only root to one you will go. So at the end you need to go from this one to this one. Here we need to go up to this one, and for the path sum is 11. So they are asking what will be the prefix maximum length which will be the smaller than this value when you come to this point. So prefix will be 10, then you come to this, it will be 21. If there will be another, that will get added and this value will come. Like this is the prefix sum which will be here, and firstly it will be 0 if there is no any value like that. So for suppose 0, it will be 10. Now for 11, the maximum value which we will get from this, which will be the smaller than this one, is 10. And when 10 will become, the 10 will be here up to here, means like the length of maximum prefix which will be smaller than this path sum is 1. So answer for the r for 7, like 7, and the r7 will be 1. Similarly we need to find out for all the nodes. This is the question. So if you just use some your logic, try to solve by yourself. Take a pause in this video, and if you are able to solve, that's good. If you are not able to solve, just go through the tags. The question tags is binary search, data structure, DFS, similar, and trees, and these are the tags. Think about some approach. Now I will explain the solution. So in this question, just think like you can go easily to any node from this one. If you start from first, you can go to any node, right? So now you can take the sum, like here sum equals to, you can store one variable sum equals to 0. I will open my solution also, like here. Firstly take input. Okay, so input in this one, this is the global variables which I declared, like adjacent is like or adjacent matrix. Then answer is like that, values, it's like r values where you will store. And second is temporary is for prefix sum. I will explain why. And you will run dfs. In dfs there are two variables, one is node and second is sum. So now when you start from here, your initial sum will be 0. Now when you come to there, you will add your what to say, this age weight, and then you go to this like up to ends, you will go, and when you return back, you will decrease that sum, like this will, you will return back. So you know this one, maybe dfs is like works this way. So in this question, you can go easily to any node by having sum. But prefix, how you can track that prefix will be the, like, you are coming up to here, and how you know the sum up to coming up to this one, you know the sum. But how many prefix, like maximum prefix length, how you can calculate? So here we use one temporary variable, in which what we will do, temporary vector, in which what we will do, we store the prefixes up to until this point. We store the prefixes until this point, and we use binary search on this one, because the prefix sum will be always be in increasing order, So for that, what I am doing, just I am pushing first initial there will be 0, so there is no any element, so we will assume to be 0. Now when we come up to this one, where we come up to any node, what we will do, we will first take the summation with the sum plus the weight, which is equals to a. So we will take the sum plus x, that a value which I stored here as pi, like in pair I stored a and b. You can check here, I stored here pair as usual. Now what I will do, I will take the back element of temperature, temporary variable. I will take back element of temporary variable, and I will add up the b value presenting at that age. So I will add the b value. So my sum will be this one. Then I will push back into temp. So what will happen? Suppose here is 5 this one, and there is 6 this one. Suppose here is 4. Then what will be the my temporary vector? It will be 0 plus 4, and I will push back as a 4 here. So my temporary prefix will be this one. Now simply use binary search, because this is already shorted form. Use binary search for this sum only. Now sum will be r here. The sum is r here. Okay, just use this one. Use binary search on this, but just only one trick. Like you already added 0 inside it, so there is only already one element will be one more in your answer. So you need to decrease that element. Here. But there is a condition, like suppose this element is also in your, like, there is not mentioned that strictly greater, means like equal to elements are also acceptable. So for that reason you will check if that ind is not equals to temp dot size. In that time you will check if it is equals to that value. That time you will just increase that value, means like suppose equal to, because you need to consider that value also. Suppose here is 5 and your sum is 5, but when you come at index it will be 0 1 2. So sum is 5 and answer is also 5. In that case what you will do, 5 will be your answer will return 2 as indices, but as you know that 0 will decrease, so answer will be 1. But you know that 5 will also be answer, so for that reason I am just adding this one value. I am just checking and just increasing int plus 1 time, and when this answer will come, I am just storing that node. Suppose for this node I am coming at 3, so I am just storing at x dot first as 3 and the int answer in that one, and just I am returning. Now I am going to the next node. Same node, prefix will remain as usual, and I will perform same thing again for 4. Now when I come back up to 3, so that time I will pop back from the temporary prefix, because we don't require this value furthermore to any calculation, so we will pop back. Now we will come again back, then we will go for again, then we go again, then we, for every node we will go to calculate. So it will take order of n times for the visiting of nodes, and for calculation of this one it will be n log n. So it will be overall time complexity will be n log n, you can calculate. So this was the question. If you have any doubt, you can comment below. If you like my videos, please subscribe to the channel and follow us on Instagram also, where we will upload tricks and tips for the coding. Thank you.